to everyone at Hertfordshire. I know that you're about to start your first semester, so good luck to everyone that's new to the uni and everyone that's returning. I know that it's fresh this week, I think next week, so enjoy it. I'm kind of sad to be missing it, but at the same time I'm in Australia so I can't really complain. Yeah, have a good semester, everyone. It's really weird to think that you guys are just starting your semester, because coming to the end of my first semester out here, I only have 4 weeks left until the summer holidays. So yeah, my must be 12 or 13 weeks out here. I've been really busy. I've done a lot. I've had some great opportunities, which is what I wanted to tell you about on this blog. But it hasn't all been plain sailing. It's been good. I had a tuition-free week last week, just a little break in the semester, and I got to go over to Bali for the week. It was great. But yeah, like I say, it's not all been completely smooth. Finance is not particularly easy. I do have a job out here, and it does pay quite well, but it's not cheap to live out here, particularly Perth, which is an expensive city. I think realistically, if you're looking to come to Perth, I really wanted to have a breakdown of how much it would cost before I came out here, which wasn't available to me. So to give you an idea of that now, from the few months that I've been out here, and I've got 9 months left, I've calculated that it would probably cost about £11,000 in total to do this year abroad. I obviously do get a loan, but I don't get any grants, and I haven't had any travel grants or anything, so I've had to pay for that, which has been quite difficult. I had to pay obviously flights, visa and medical care before you come out here, and then the cost of living, as I say, is expensive. I pay twice the amount of rent that I pay back home, so that's a bit tricky. And then everything else is expensive out here. Obviously food and your essentials. Books, I did do a previous blog talking about the cost of books, but some of my textbooks that I'm told I have to buy to get new, they cost $100. Even, I mean, a pint of Guinness out here is $8. So yeah, it's pretty expensive, but the opportunities have been brilliant so far, and I can't wait to see what the next semester holds, and of course the summer. But to give you an idea of some of the stuff I've done, I've posted a couple of links with this blog. I'm writing for a website that reviews places and things to do in Perth, so there should be a link towards to that at the bottom of this, which is Weekend Notes it's called. I'm also writing a blog for my web publishing class, which is about conservation, and I've been lucky enough to be approached by the organisation that I'm writing that blog for, and they put a link to my blog on their webpage, which was pretty successful, I thought. On top of those two outlets, I'm of course doing my Soapbox blog, and for the university I get to write for the university's magazine, which is called Grok, their student magazine, run by the Guild. My first article should be going in the next one, which isn't out now, but I may have a copy of the last month's one somewhere around here to show you. Just grab that. So this is Grok. It's, like I say, hopefully my first piece will be in the next one, but it's quite good. It's nice and colourful. It's pretty much their equivalent to Blue Moon. Yeah, it's quite professional looking. Like, I like the layout and everything, so I'm excited to have something published in there. And then also my journalism class, we write for the Western Independent, which is Curtin University's student newspaper, but all of the journalism students write for it. So it's not just something you do in your own time, it's something that your working class contributes to. So a copy of the Western Independent here. I do photojournalism out here, so I had a photograph of mine published in here, which I was quite happy about. see if I can find that here. It's all of the photographs and all of the texts produced by students. So the photo journalists of students get photo request forms and get sent out to do the photos. This is one of mine. Unfortunately, it's only in black and white, but sort of a fashion designer. I got to go to her house and see all of her designs, meet her, and have a chat and take some photos. That was pretty cool. I had a story published in here, but unfortunately it was only a brief. But I'm still quite happy with that, and it's got my name on it, which is that one there. For that, I got to interview the Water Minister for Western Australia, which is pretty cool. And I've had to interview the a spokesperson for the Chamber of Commerce in WA for a business article I had to do. And my next one is sport, so I'm working on speaking to sports ministers and like health minister for that, because I'm doing about injuries for sports. So I've got to talk to quite a few interesting people from different areas of the government, as well as meeting people around Perth. So I think the opportunities have been really good so far. Hopefully speak to you again soon on my next vlog, and enjoy Freshers.